presentation for Asian economy. Hope you will enjoy it.
And this is our content. We are talking about the contribution of technology to economic growth in major Asian economies. For example, overview, agriculture, industry, and ICT. And the other we're talking about is the way of Asian economies upgrade their technological capacity.
First, I'm going to explain how technology pushes the economy forward. As you can see on this floor diagram, technological advances will lead to the reform in technology system and further affect technical structure. Then, technical structure affect corporate governance structure and institutional structure and cultural factors. The above two will lead to the change in industrial structure. Besides, the intersection of technical structure, corporate governance structure, institutional structure, and cultural factors and industrial structure is the key element of technological development. So let's continue what I just mentioned. After the change of industrial structure will gradually affect the overall economic structure, then it will reflect in the real economy finally.
This is a chat about the change of the industry structure of some developing countries. As we can see from the chat, at 1950, the agriculture occupied 37% and the industry only had 20% in total. But with the development of technology, the productive force increased and it helped more labor can change to work for the secondary and the tertiary industry. As the result, around 2002, the industry structure has already changed, that the tertiary industry went first, occupied more than 60%, and the secondary industry had 31%, and the agriculture only occupied at 9%. The change of the industry structure across the change of the way economic grows. Then we will have some examples of the contribution of the technology in each industry.
About the contribution of technology to economic growth in Asia. Of course, begin from the primary industrial sectors. Asian countries were mainly founded on agriculture based initially. After the technological advances in agriculture, for example, agricultural mechanization, it has made a dramatic rise in agricultural output and even able to export excess production abroad, thus contribution to the Asian economic growth. On the other hand, agricultural mechanization reduced the demand for agricultural labor. The release of excess labor can join in the secondary and tertiary industrial sectors, then lead to the change in industrial structure, and finally contribution to the economic growth in Asia.
Industrialization changed our life. So after World War II, Asian economies put emphasis on developing secondary industry to revive economy. The example I want to give is about the development of the railway. Railway technology can contribute to not only transportation in trade, but also tourism. This is a chat about the development of the enable of passenger transport of China, India, and Japan. As shown in the chat, China and India's railway developed quickly than Japan, and from 1999 to 2004, also the year which the economy of India and China developed quickly. So with the train become faster and faster, the coverage area of railway become larger and larger. The product delivery become faster and convenient. It helps the domestic trade and the international trade as well, because the railway transportation is the cheapest and the safest way. What's more, for passenger transportation, the traveling can become safer and more convenient. Tourism can bring larger profit to local economy, since they can sell special local product and a ticket of tourism sport. So, railway has important utilization in transportation, no matter in trade or tourism. And with the development of the railway go faster, and the Asian economy also grows faster.
Communication technology. ICT has a huge implication to a country's national development and many aspects of its development, such as industrialization, economic, social, political, technological development. ICT has influenced the Asian economy a lot. ICT boosts economic growth by this factor, increasing productivity due to increasing returns from ICT use, spillover from network economies, and the availability of timely information to manage complex production chain, more efficient distribution system, effective management of risk, lower search and transaction cost, and access more information around the world. This means that as the ICT grows in Asia, people gain information from internet, so that the geography and distance become less of a consideration with ICT. Research become more easier for people.
Now we are going to talking about the second question, and we are going to talk about the way of Asian economies upgraded their technological capacity, and there are two ways. First is like learning by doing, and the second one is import substitution and export orientation. During the 1950s and 1960s, it was assumed that technology transfer was a byproduct of investment, and that simply encouraging foreign firms to locate in the country or region would bring the needed technology, which was largely defined in terms of machinery and equipment. The initial focus in the literature was thus on promoting technology transfer, and then on the problem on gaining access to technology at affordable prices given the extent of patents, licensing fees, and restrictive costs that such license obtain content. So that is called learning by doing. Now we are focused on the difference between import substitution and export orientation. Export-oriented manufacturing, this view argued, was the most rapid path to growth, and import substitution, in contrast, led to inefficient firms incapable of competing at home or abroad. For others, the critical contribution which exporting made to development was its role in technology capability building.
So this is our conclusion. The development of technology pushed the internationalization of production and investment. And the major Asia countries upgraded their technological capacity by learning by doing. That's all for our presentation.
Thank you for your listening.
ありがとうございました。